Welcome to the Afterschool Special Podcast. Today, we discuss villains. Let me give you a little definition of what a villain is, ladies and gents. Oh, by the way, it's just me right now. Don and John are not here right now, and Don usually does these by himself because he's so spectacular and enigmatic. Is that even a fucking word? Dumbass. He's much better at this than I am. I need people around me. I'm a very social person. But anyways, villains. It's fucking awkward as shit. A villain, also known as a black hat, it's a little racist, or bad guy, the feminine form is villainous, is a stock character, whether based on historical narrative or one of literary fiction. Random House Unabridged Dictionary defines such a character as a cruelly malicious person who is involved in or devoted to wickedness or crime, scoundrel, or a character in a play or novel. This also could be in real life, but today we are not talking about villains in real life, such as the Hitlers, I guess the Putins. It's topical, right? Got that going on. Piece of shit. Maybe type 2 diabetes, cancer. Those could be villains as well. You know, hashtag fuck cancer. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to say, and we'll be going in this, and I will be getting detailed with John and Don. We'll be recording separately today, and we get to hear their versions of their 3 all-time favorite villains. And I hope you enjoy this podcast. Always remember, we love you so much. Please rate and subscribe, please. And a big shout out to a friend of the show, Tom Vogel, a.k.a. Tom on the Town, a.k.a. Tommy Two-Tone, a.k.a. Tom Tiddly Tit-Tat 2, Vogel. We thank you. And we appreciate you listening, sir. And we give shout-outs to anyone that gives us a rating, because we are hooers for attention. No knocking on sex work. Hashtag sex work is work. Okay. I don't know. I could do this. I could get into it. I don't drink, so it's hard for me to kind of waggle my way out of this one. Yeah, before we start talking, how are you doing? I got a little glass of wine here. It's actually not wine, it's coffee. McDonald's coffee. McCafe, as the French say. I guess real-life villains are a lot scarier. So we write about, I guess, extreme cases of villainy. Well, lately there haven't been a ton of villains, and I do the air quotes, mainly because you have these anti-villains, or these anti-heroes. They're kind of on the, I guess, walking the line constantly, like your Magnetos. Even your, Mr. Freeze, trying to think of what else could be. There's tons of them. Darth Vader is another one. Then you have your cases of extreme villainy no matter what, like the Joker, Sauron, the Emperor, Palpatinis. I gotta stop saying, so fucking bad at that. That's why I can't do these goddamn monologues. Don, cut them out for me, please. With any villain, you need a villain theme song, you know, such as the Imperial March or whatnot. I guess what would be my villain theme song? As most of you know, I do love songs from 80s, 90s in my iPod. This would have to be my villain theme song. Let's just play this real quick. Watch me bust through the door. Steam rising. Looking awesome in my leather. My hair slicked back. A little cross earring dangling. My switchblade comes out. Sweat pouring down my brow, my bulge exacerbated. And then I do my dance, my fight dance, my dance of death. The hero, he can't survive. but then he starts chewing loudly like he's eating cereal, and then I have to run away. That's it. I can't stand it when people eat cereal and can't breathe through their nose. I'm sure my girlfriend would say the same thing. I'm a little bit of a mouth breather myself. I guess what would be your top villains? A good idea would to write in. Let us know who you think should be on our list. Today we're each saying our 3. Mine will be a little bit later because I am still working on my list. I go through a very vigorous process of checks and balances when it comes to this show. What I choose, what I decide on, takes a while. Not as like our government. Checks and balances don't really matter. Anyways, I guess, I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass. I could see why Don likes this so much. And one of our more popular episodes on YouTube is Don Wants Boob. I think it's more for the whole boob thing, maybe? Or hashtag Matrix or something like that. People want to hear about the Matrix. It came out right around the time that happened. That could explain that. But yeah, I guess I don't know where, if you're going to go with the straight villainy, so evil, so dastardly, or do you want to see that humanity come out of them? I guess real-life villains, like I was saying, you got Dahmer and all those serial killers and whatnot, and people are obsessed with them now, and, women and men posting, how you calling Jeffrey Dahmer daddy or Ted Bundy daddy. That's interesting. You see the rise of true crime podcasts, and every other fucking documentary on Netflix is a true crime one. Thanks, Obama. Anyways, everyone toes the line. I think in real life, when it comes to true villainy, I think the only thing that comes close would be Adolf Hitler. But in his mind, and this is not me saying that what he did, God, no. You killed 6 million people, bud. You're a fucking piece of shit. I like how I said bud. It's Midwest in me. You're a piece of shit. But in his head, in his universe, he thought he was right. So I take this quote, and this has nothing to do with Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler, yes, is 100% evil piece of shit. My whole thing looking at it is this. You sometimes are a villain in someone else's story. You're not always the hero. Or how about this? You're not always the hero. Sometimes you're the villain in other people's stories. I know I am. I've done a lot of shitty things in my life. Well, regrets. I've had a few. But then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception. I did it my way. It sounded like Snidely Whiplash. And every villain, or at least some villains, have, old ones anyways, cool mustaches, like Snidely. Not so much Hitler, Charlie Chaplin, everyone. You get that one fucking dude at a party that has that mustache, and this has happened to me before. It's like, that comes up with the argument, well, Charlie Chaplin started it. Well, it doesn't matter. Adolf Hitler made it popular, especially in Germany. That guy... It's usually a fucking, dude with it's like a gutter punk that tries to act cool and whatnot. It's like the same people that say that swastikas were Buddhist once. Yeah, Native American. Yeah, they were. But what he did was poison that symbol. Period. So, what do we, looks like we're going to start here. So... Actually, we might be recording this all together now, it looks like. This just in. After School Special Podcast Bulletin. Don is available at the same time John is. And I may or may not have a hemorrhoid. Middle-aged. Bitch. You know what? I want to keep going on this. Fuck them. I'm having fun. Recording my little intro and outro. It's only probably going to be, fucking... 5 minutes of actual record time. In this group, though, you always have, especially 3, there's always going to be someone that turns into the villain. In most stories, you're going to have, a group of friends, but then someone is a tortured soul, gets overtaken, what's his name? Anakin in the prequels. And then, he's more or less, one conversation kind of brings him to the dark side, and then he's killing children. Technically, in that one, Anakin was the villain. You really can't kill kids and people not forget about that. On his deathbed when he became good again. Didn't happen to mention that to Luke, that I slaughtered a bunch of fucking younglings. Villainy, my friends. Well, I would be the villain in this group. I would turn evil. 1, I have that villainy inside me. 2, with the whole how the world's looking right now, because I'm white, I would be the villain. Yes. I would be like a fucking, I don't know, Shawshank Redemption keeps popping in my head, the warden in Shawshank. God damn, this McCafe coffee, it's not bad. It's like $1.58. Can't do that gourmet shit. I just can't do it. You know, Arabica beans, Ethiopian blend of, I don't know, thistles and weeds, and then fucking, sometimes it smells like you take like a hot dump, and then you light it on fire. That's what coffee tastes like nowadays. But you're not supposed to put sugar or cream in it because you're going to get rid of the flavor. I want angel's wings on my coffee. I want that sweet cloud of goodness in my mouth. That could be taken a couple ways, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't know, maybe Dom would be the villain. I almost said Dom. Dom, D-O-M. Been watching too much Fast and Furious.
There's always room for family.
Please enjoy the show.